Here I am recording the God of War trilogy, and I'm picking them up off my shelf and putting them on my desk so I can review them because all three God of War games are awesome. There we go. Uh, this is my God of War trilogy review, and I'm going to be reviewing every single one of these games, starting with the first game. Um, let's start off. All the God of War games are incredible in one way or another. Starting with the first game, the combat in the first game was awesome. The enemy variety is on point with the setting of with each level there is, and whenever there is a boss fight, there's like two boss fights in the game. They're like pretty awesome and stuff. And one of the biggest flaws of the game is that towards the end of that game, there's this part where I had to climb up the ladder. I mean, there's all these spikes things, and when you get caught on them, you fall down all the way through, and I have to start all over again, which is frustrating. The final boss fight between Ares and Kratos is awesome, and the cliffhanger ending was pretty great. The story is well told, and it brings enough intrigue through Kratos' character. And there we go. God of War 2. The gameplay has improved a lot. The bosses are greater and epic than the God of War 1. And the reason why I say that is because the bosses are well built up. They build up towards the bosses. I mean, like, when you beat the bosses, I mean, you get the power ups, kind of like the Mega Man games, where you get when the boss is defeated, you get their power up and stuff. And the puzzles are more fair than God of War, and the final boss fight was amazing, and the and the cliffhanger ending got me so pumped to play God of War 3 that I just couldn't wait to play it. And the weapons are satisfying to use. The finishing moves are awesome. There's parts of it I don't like, particularly the part where you have to push a statue, and when there's like fire stuff, you get surrounded by so much stuff you can't even know what to do. But luckily you have the upgrades and Medusas. I mean, like, where you spread all around and you defeat them, and then you push through and along. Yeah, the difficulty is much more fair, much more balanced. On to God of War 3. The graphics are amazing. The boss fights are spectacular. My favorite boss fight is Kronos. I get to climb up top of him, and I get to like destroy his body and stuff. And like I said about God of War 2, once you defeat the boss, you get their power-ups, which is very helpful in certain situations. Like when you rip off Helio's head, it doesn't just show it for gore effects. It uses it for like when you lit up dark areas and stuff. Yeah, and the final boss was amazing. It finally came to an end. The ending of the God of War trilogy is spectacular. I mean, the ending of God of War 3 reminded me of the ending of Session 9, where Gordon recalls the fact that he murdered each of his crewmates and his wife and kids. That's what it reminds me of. In the blood trail, I mean, like, where Gordon like kills Mike and leaves a huge blood trail before Craig McManus gets to Gordon. That's a topic for another time. And then and the replay value is amazing and great. And the behind the scenes footage, I mean, like, it gives you insight of what these games are, how they made the games. And the God of War trilogy would make a great movie. Just take a look at one of my favorite video game adaptations of all time, Silent Hill. I love that movie. It takes all the best parts of the games and puts it in the movie. And by the time I'm done recording this video, I'm going to go watch Silent Hill. And Kratos is well fleshed out. The characters are well fleshed out. The cutscenes are well balanced. And the difficulty doesn't rely on easy or hard. Ooh, sorry about that. There was someone opening my door. Back to what I was saying. Like I said, the God of War trilogy is perfect. They're all near perfect. And if you haven't played God of War, check it out. And one of the best video game adaptations, let me show you. Aside from Silent Hill, let me show you. Resident Evil, the Resident Evil animation films, along with Death Island and Resident Evil Apocalypse. Yeah, God of War would make a great feature film. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Like and subscribe, and write in the comments and give me some feedback. I don't care if it's good or bad. Bye.